Version here, guys. Wow, I am really excited. Alright, for those of you in the sports world out there, if you guys are not excited for tomorrow, I don't know what to tell you because tomorrow, April 28th, 2012, is the beginning of the NBA playoffs where amazing happens. um, Anyways, guys, wow, I can't believe the regular season is already over. It's already been, what, 4+ months? Wow, that's pretty fast. So wow, what a season we had, guys. Obviously, this was a lockout season of 66 games. My Bulls, however, finished with the best overall record in the NBA again for the second consecutive year. Last year, obviously, they won 62 games and 20 losses. So 62 and 20 last season, 50 and 16 this season. The Bulls and the Spurs were the only two teams this season to win at least 50 games, guys. Okay? To give them about a 75.7% accuracy. Okay? So 75.7% accuracy for both the Bulls and the Spurs. Alright, guys? Um, what else? Unfortunately, it was not that great of a season for the reigning MVP. We all know who that is. However, I do look forward to the reigning MVP playing. Um, I don't want to say every game of the postseason, but most of it. So we'll just have to wait and see on how his health is. Hopefully, it's good enough to play. That is. I also look forward to LeBron James winning his third league MVP in the last 4 years. So yeah, now that sucks to say for a Chicago fan right here, but I just gotta call the shots how it is, guys. And no, I am not a LeBron James fan. So yeah, before anybody comes at me like that or asks me that question. Now, without further delay, let's get to my 2012 NBA playoff predictions. Which, by the way, I am going to predict the entire playoffs, guys. First round, semi. I'm sorry. First round, second round, conference finals, and and obviously the championship stage. So here we go, guys. First off, starting with the Western Conference, the top 8 standings are San Antonio Spurs at first, Oklahoma City Thunder at second, Los Angeles Lakers at third, Memphis Grizzlies at fourth, Los Angeles Clippers at fifth, Denver Nuggets at sixth, Dallas Mavericks at seventh, and Utah Jazz at eighth. Okay, so first up, we have the San Antonio Spurs versus the Utah Jazz. That should be pretty easy for the Spurs. I look forward to the Spurs beating the Jazz 4 games to 1. Next up, we have the Oklahoma City Thunder against the defending champion Dallas Mavericks. Now, I feel pretty bad for Dallas. Not to mention, before this season, I'm sorry, before the 2011-12 regular season even began, I had predicted that Dallas would get knocked out in the first round, guys. And it looks like that's going to happen because I am predicting that the Thunder will beat the Mavs in 5 games. So 4-1, the Thunder. Next up, Los Angeles Lakers against the Denver Nuggets. That's going to be a tough one for the Lakers because they are going to be playing majority, if not all, of the series without Meta World Peace, aka Ron Artest, because of that hard elbow he gave to James Harden. So that series, I say the Lakers will take that in 7 games. So 4-3 LA. Lakers, that is. Next up, we have the Memphis Grizzlies and the Los Angeles Clippers. Now, a lot of people are expecting the Clippers to, the Grizzlies to upset the Clippers, but I don't think that's going to happen. I am predicting that the Clippers will take that in 7 games. So 4-3 Clippers. Okay. Now, on to my prediction on which teams will go to the second round. Okay. So my semifinals predictions for the Western Conference is going to be the San Antonio Spurs versus the Los Angeles Clippers. Okay, that I'm going to say the Spurs will take in 6 games. So 4-2 San Antonio. Okay, and the other semifinal matchup I'm going to predict is going to happen will be the Oklahoma City Thunder versus the Los Angeles Lakers, guys. That I'm gonna say that the Lakers will also get knocked out in the semifinals this year again. However, they'll be swept like they got swept last year by the eventual champions Dallas Mavericks. That I'm gonna say that the Thunder will take in 6 games because I don't think Kobe, Gasol, and Sessions can stop uh, what's his name, Durant, Westbrook, Harden, Ibaka, Cephalosha, all those guys. So 4-2 Thunder, 6 games. Western Conference Finals, I'm gonna predict is gonna be the San Antonio Spurs and the Oklahoma City Thunder. That I'm gonna say that San Antonio will take that in 6 games. So 4-2 Spurs. All right, guys. And yes, that means that I'm predicting the Spurs to go to the finals again for a 5th time in the last 13 years. Obviously, they went there in the first lockout in '99, and again in '03, '05, and '07. All right, guys. So that's it for the Western Conference. Now onto the Eastern Conference, guys. You have the standings for the Eastern Conference are the Chicago Bulls at first, again. Miami Heat at second, Indiana Pacers third, Boston Celtics fourth, Atlanta Hawks fifth, Orlando Magic sixth, New York Knicks seventh, Philadelphia 76ers eighth. Okay, so the first round matchups are Chicago Bulls versus the Philadelphia 76ers. That I am predicting the Bulls will take it in 6 games. So 4-2 Chicago. Next up, Miami Heat versus New York Knicks. Now, again, I know there's a lot of people that are predicting the Knicks to upset the Heat. I think that's just ridiculous because first off, they're going to be playing without Linsanity or Jeremy Lin. So had they had Lin in the lineup, there could have been a legitimate argument, but I don't think it's going to happen, guys. So I say 4-1 Miami. Next up, Indiana Pacers and the Dwight Howardless Orlando Magic. Unfortunately for the Magic, they're gonna be playing without Dwight Howard because he's undergoing a procedure on his back to fix a what was it called, herniated disc. So I wish Howard all the best. Unfortunately, I do not see the Magic doing anything this year in the playoffs without Howard. So I say the Pacers will take that in 6 games. So 4-2 Pacers. Next up for the first round, it's the Boston Celtics and the Atlanta Hawks. All right, guys, that I am predicting the aging Celtics, with the exception of Rajon Rondo, to grudge it out, a little barely. So I think the Boston Celtics will take the Hawks in 7 games, guys. So 4-3 Boston. Okay. Now on to the Eastern Conference semis. I'm gonna predict it's gonna be the Chicago Bulls and the Boston Celtics, a rematch of the 2009 playoffs first round, where where that was where that series hosted the most overtime games in NBA history. I believe it was about 7 overtime games. But anyways, um, yeah, Chicago Bulls versus Boston Celtics in the semifinals. That I'm predicting the Bulls will take in 6 games. So 4-2 Chicago. Next up on my semifinals prediction, I am predicting the Heat and the Pacers. That I think Miami should take pretty um, easily. So I'm saying Miami will take it in 5 games. So 4-1 Heat. Now, here we go. Conference finals. Sorry, Eastern Conference finals. I'm putting the Bulls and the Heat again. Again. 2011 Eastern Conference Finals rematch, which I can't wait because this time we actually have a legitimate shooting guard in Richard Rip Hamilton. Wow, this is a tough one. Unfortunately, I don't think my Bulls can beat the Heat this year. I think they will be very legitimate contenders because both teams are so evenly matched up this year, guys. If you guys recall on March 14th, 2012, the Bulls were Roseless and Hamiltonless, and they still beat the full roster Miami Heat with James, Wade, and Bosh intact. Okay, it was a home game at Chicago. They beat the Heat 106 to 102. Again, Roseless and Hamiltonless. Not to mention James, Wade, and Bosh combined for 71 points in that game, guys. But they still lost to my Bulls. Season series was 2-2, so it was a tie. But should the Bulls and the Heat play in the conference finals, which I am predicting, I say the Bulls will take that in. I'm sorry. I say the Heat will take that in 7 games. So 4-3 Miami. Now, do I want that to happen? Of course not, because I'm a diehard Bulls fan, guys. Right? You know, one Bull right here, one Bull right there, one Bull right there. You know, three's a charm, right? Anyways, now I hope that does not happen. I hope my Bulls can go to the finals for a 7th time and bring home title number 7, or should I say the long overdue number 7. Okay, and we all know why I say that. Um, and with that being said, I am predicting that the NBA Finals will be the San Antonio Spurs and the Miami Heat, and I am also predicting that Tim Duncan will have his first ever loss in his career in the NBA championship stage. So I'm predicting that the Miami Heat will take that in 6 games, 4-2. Um, I do think this year is LeBron's year, unfortunately, because I'm not a fan. I'm just calling my own prediction here. Um, so I so again, if the Heat make the finals this year and they lose again for a second consecutive year, I'm not gonna say that LeBron James should retire, but I'm saying it's gonna be really really damaging to LeBron James's legacy, guys, because he would be 0 for 3 in the NBA Finals because obviously he went there in '07 with the Cavs and he got swept. Though even though I show him some pity because his only decent teammate was Mo Williams, which he didn't do much. Um, So I do show them some pity on that sweep, guys. And last year, obviously, they lost to Dallas despite being up 2-1. Dallas came back and won 3 games in a row, which was out of nowhere. I mean, I don't think anybody saw Dallas coming last year, guys, to get the championship. So with that being said, um, I am again predicting that the Miami Heat will win the championship, guys, this year. However, um, let me know what you guys think about that. Let me know if you guys agree or disagree with any prediction I have, and also, and should that be the case, let me know what your counter prediction is, guys. Comment, rate, enjoy, and subscribe. I would highly appreciate that. And also, always keep in mind that if you can believe it, you can achieve it. Alright, guys, this is Frusion. Take care. Go Bulls!